Are you tired of attracting partners who aren't ready for a real relationship? Partners who are emotionally unavailable, or partners who don't know how to stand on their own 2 feet without you? People who don't know how to take accountability for their actions or have done zero work on themselves. Are you ready to meet someone who is earned secure, someone who has done the work, but you're not really sure how to spot those types of folks? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the 7 signs that you're on a date or exploring a relationship with someone who is earned secure. Hi, it's Katya Morozova. I'm a personal and relationship coach and the founder of KatyaMorozova.me. If you are interested in a human approach towards relationships, overcoming heartbreak, and if you want to learn a little bit about how attachment theory and attachment styles play into your adult relationships, then definitely subscribe and stick around for a while. Sign number 1 is they embrace their weird. You may find them odd, unique, or kind of an oddball. Someone who is earned secure will make no excuses for their weirdness. They will own it and wear it as a badge of honor. A big part of becoming secure in relationships is being secure in yourself, in who you are, and not just in a vacuum and from the privacy of your own home, but actually showing that part of yourself in your relationships. So if you meet someone who embraces their idiosyncrasies, who isn't afraid to say what's on their mind, even if it is different from how everyone else thinks, then you're likely talking to someone who has walked a really long path to becoming who they are, to embracing who they are. This next sign is a more obvious one, but I feel like it's worth repeating for the people in the back because I'm often surprised at how often people overlook this sign and make excuses for people. Sign number 2 is someone who is clear about seeing you again. So let's say you're on a date and you have a real connection, or at least that's what you're feeling. If you're with someone who's earned secure, they're not going to leave you guessing about whether they want to see you again or not. If they want to see you again, they're going to communicate it. And if they want to see you after that, if they're still interested, they'll let you know. You're not going to be left having to chase them to try to figure out whether they want to spend time with you or not. This is something that will be easy and natural. Sign number 3, they will know what they want in relationships. You're not going to get a bunch of wishy-washy, unclear answers from them when you ask them what it is that they want. You're going to get a well thought out answer because they've actually thought about what they want in relationships. And this is especially true for people who are earned secure because it's likely taken them some time to actually arrive at their answer. So don't be afraid to ask and don't hesitate asking follow-up questions. Sign number 4 is someone who knows their triggers and can catch themselves in their triggers. So this is a huge difference between someone who's still on the path to security, someone who maybe has some awareness of their wounds and their triggers, and someone who's actually living securely and relating from a secure place. If you're with someone who can understand that they're getting triggered or anxious and can start to curtail that, or interrupt that pattern, even if it's not perfect all the time, even if it's not 100% consistent, but they can go, oh yeah, I am triggered, or, I need to walk away from this conversation because I'm getting really heated and I need to calm down. Or, this is what I need from you right now. right? Someone who actually can demonstrate that they understand that they're getting heated and they need something and they want to redirect their trigger into something productive. That is a huge, I would say this is one of the biggest markers of earned security. And if you're hanging out with someone who can do this, then thumbs up. I would highly encourage you to continue to hang out with them. Sign number 5 is a person with strong boundaries who also respects yours. If you were, as a child, if you had your boundaries constantly violated, your physical boundaries, your emotional boundaries, your psychological boundaries, then learning how to have boundaries, learning how to implement those boundaries with your friends, your romantic partners, sometimes your coworkers, your bosses, usually, definitely your family members, is a long journey. It's a long journey to be able to do that and implement that into your life. So by the time someone has really been on that path for a period of time, they're not only going to be able to have boundaries with you, but they're also going to respect your boundaries. It will go both ways. Sign number 6 is they are not afraid to respectfully disagree with you, and especially on topics that are important to them. Said another way, these folks are not going to be agreeable just for the sake of being liked, keeping the peace, or out of fear of rejection. This is also a sign that this person has done enough introspection to know what's important to them, and they're confident enough to be able to stick to their values, even if that means that you're not going to like what they have to say in the process. A lot of people think that relationships are grounded in the foundation of similarities. And while similarities are important and similar values are important, a lot can be discovered about a relationship and how you handle each other's differences. Sign number 7, last but not least, they are comfortable having uncomfortable conversations. They're not going to shy away from these types of conversations. And they may bring them up themselves, or they're willing to have an uncomfortable conversation that you bring up. Have you spotted these signs in people that you are dating? Let me know which ones you've noticed, or which one you deem as really important for your next relationship. Okay, here's the real question. You know, the best way to attract an earn secure partner is by embodying security yourself. So be honest with yourself. Did you embody these 7 signs? Or do you think that you still have work to do? If you think that you still have some work to do and you're ready to do the work, then I highly recommend that you apply for my program, Recover, Restore, Reconnect. I work with people who are freshly out of a breakup, and I also work with people who know that they have some attachment wounds, even if it's not recent. And they know that in working through those attachment wounds, that they can heal, become secure, not just in a vacuum, but in relationships. The true marker of security is how you show up in your intimate relationships. The true marker of security is when you start to get attached to a partner and your attachment patterns come out. It's not in those first few dates when there's no stakes involved. So if you feel like you're struggling whenever your attachment system is starting to get activated and you start to become someone you don't really know or recognize, or some of your old patterns keep coming back into play and you're ready to change that, then I really recommend that you apply for this program so that together we can help you recover from those attachment wounds once and for all, so that you know your value in relationships and are discerning and choosy, and so that you can be yourself in those relationships that make you shake in your boots because you know that you've come into contact with someone who's special, and so that you can finally feel secure in your relationships, so that relationships don't provoke so much anxiety or avoidance within you. If you want to feel like you're actually calm, if a relationship feels natural and easy, then this program is for you. That's what we're going to focus on during the course of those 3 months. If that sounds like something that you want, if learning the skills to do that is important to you, then definitely apply for that program. It's going to be in the description below. Did you like this video? If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to watch more content like this.